If a whole class of students were given the task of creating their own keys with their own icons representing different words, it is likely that everyone's method of compressing the text would be different in some way, since there's not one exact way of doing it. Everyone would be using what are called heuristics, or problem-solving techniques used to find a satisfactory solution, where finding an optimal or exact solution is impractical or impossible. In other words, heuristics help us make progress toward a good enough solution. Sometimes, following the same heuristic might lead to different results. The type of compression that has been used so far are examples of what's known as lossless compression, where no data is lost between the original file and its compressed state. Lossless compression can be decompressed or reverted back into its original form. When using lossless compression, look for patterns in the data that you are trying to compress, such as repeated text in a message, song, poem, etc. Another type of compression that exists is called lossy compression. It occurs when information is thrown away to save space. Unlike lossless compression, lossy compression is irreversible, meaning that we cannot get the original file back to its original state after it has gone through lossy compression. Changing the spacing between lines, removing indents, etc. is an example of lossy compression applied to text. Compare the two documents below. The one to the left is from a Word document, and the one to the right is from a text file. Do you see a difference between them? The Word document looks to be more spaced out and contains specific alignment of text, as well as different font styles. The text file is labeled with the same letters and numbers, but the spacing, alignment, and font differences are not shown. Which file do you think is larger in size? Why? Since the Word document has more font structures, indentations, etc., it is larger in size. The picture below shows the file sizes for these documents. Since the Word document has more font structures, indentations, editing tools, etc., it is larger in size, almost 9 times the size. If we were interested in transferring the text in the file, disregarding the need for specific font sizes, indents or spacing, editing features, etc., then the use of lossy compression to compress the Word document into the text file would be faster and easier to send. If we would like the different font sizes, indents or spacing, editing features, etc., then the Word document would be best. Plain text, or TXT files, store plain text that contain no formatting, images, fonts, etc. They are the smallest in size and very fast to open, save, and store. Programmers often use text files to write and store source code. They can be opened with any text editing software on any computer. Examples include, but are not limited to, Notepad, WordPad, Microsoft Word, TextEdit, web browsers such as Chrome or Firefox, and hardware devices such as smartphones and e-readers. Rich text format, or RTF files, are text files that can be formatted and simple images can be added in. They're easy to open, as text files are. RTF files can be used to send in cover letters and resumes for new job applications. Word documents, docx, can be created, edited, etc. in Microsoft Word and other word processing programs like Google Docs, OpenOffice, Pages, etc. The text in docx files can be formatted and aligned, similar to RTFs. Complex images, tables, charts, hyperlinks, comments, references, watermarks, headers, footers, etc. can also be added to these files. Spell check, grammar check, and track changes are other tools available in this type of file. A portable document format, or PDF file, is a file format that provides an electronic image of text and/or graphics that appear as a printed document and can be viewed, printed, and electronically transmitted. They are commonly used as read-only documents, such as user manuals, application forms, scanned documents, ebooks, etc. When there are different types of text documents to choose from, how do we make the decision about which one to use? It really depends on the purpose of the file and its size. When text is simply being stored, with the fonts, indents, formatting, etc. not mattering, the smallest text files are the way to go. When a document's intention is read-only, then PDFs are best. When a document needs to be editable, then DocX or RTF would be useful. Understand that the smaller bit or byte size doesn't necessarily mean less information. Instead, it explains how the information is stored and the formatting that's available.